Now, I'm not gonna lie. This year's Call of Duty, or basically this year's rendition of Call of Duty, because each year is supposed to be a 3 year cycle where Infinity Warfare makes a game, then Treyarch, then Sledgehammer, and then Infinity Ward Treyarch. I think the cycle right now is Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, and then Treyarch. So basically, the games used to still take a year to make, just that now there's a 3 year cycle. Now, Infinity Ward now has 2 years to make a game. They have the cycle of Cold War, and then they have the cycle of the Sledgehammer game supposed to come up. Now that changes everything. Now it seems to be that now Call of Duty games take not just 1 year, but might even take 2 years. But I don't think development starts until like a year passes or whatever. Until they're supposed to make the game, when there's their game. So if you unless you live under a rock, you probably don't know that this year's game was not supposed to be Treyarch's. It was supposed to be Sledgehammer's game, but they just couldn't do it, and I can't blame them. The pandemic struck, and one of the things that I saw that they did was that they didn't have enough personnel, and during this cycle when they gave up on the game or just passed it on, basically, they hired 150 new people. So hopefully that means next year's Call of Duty game is actually gonna be done really correct. A lot of people get the perception that this year's Call of Duty game, because a lot of people are gonna play Call of Duty Cold War for the first time, they're gonna think that Treyarch is a bad game developer. Now, Treyarch makes, for me personally, the best Call of Duty games. At one point, it was Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 2 was one of my favorite games when I grew up playing. It was one of the games where I tried sniping for the first time. I was just shit out of bad luck shit out of luck. Because when I started playing the game cycle was already over like 2 years. I was behind Black Ops that have come out already. So, not Black Ops. Was it Black Ops? Yeah, I think it was Black Ops. So Modern Warfare 3 was the game that I played the most. Like, legitly played the most. The reason I played Black Ops, because maybe then and there, that's the first ever game I got with my PlayStation 3. But then I got to play Modern Warfare 3, and then Black Ops 2 came out. You know what happens after that. So, for a lot of people, they're going to think that Treyarch makes horrendous games. Let me give you a little history. Black Ops, for me, wasn't a bad game. Black Ops was really good. The campaign was amazing. A lot of people enjoyed it, and the multiplayer wasn't bad. A lot of people did complain a lot about stuff, but as any Call of Duty game, there has to be a cycle of overpowered weapons, nerfs, buffs, to then realize there's like one godly weapon depending on how good you are. The game after that was Black Ops 2, probably one of the most iconic Call of Duty games to ever come out. It was the first time I think Call of Duty League was introduced to the game, also known as League Play, where a lot of people could play and try hard the game and have a rank next to the name. A lot of people enjoyed that. There was a lot of content being made. Also, at the same time, pop stumping became super popular. You will see a lot of people making videos about nuclear this, nuclear that, unstoppable metals, nuclear every gun. It was a booming industry at that point. Black Ops 2 was a changing factor. I think one of the most liked Call of Duty games since it came out. To me, to this day, nothing tops Black Ops 2. Nothing. Then Black Ops 3 came out. I'm sorry I didn't say that, but I never played Black Ops 3 because when my PlayStation 3 broke, the last game that had come out that time was Ghost. That's the last game I ever played of Call of Duty until World War II. But Black Ops 3, for me, and for what I hear from people, it wasn't a bad game. It was really good. They took the whole jumping spaceship stuff and they added specialist abilities, which changed the game and changed how people play. A lot of people didn't like them, but, and also a lot of people wanted a game mode where there was no jumping abilities or specialists, probably. I don't think that's impossible. I think that's impossible. So, then Black Ops 4 came out. Black Ops 4 was my first game that I played a lot of. World War II had come before that, and for me, World War II was my return to Call of Duty. After that long break, when I didn't play Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, or Infinite Warfare, or Modern Warfare Remastered for that point. Never played that game either. World War II was that thing that brought me back. And the first thing that I did in World War II was something that I just wanted to play casually. Decided to start sniping, and I sniped a lot. Diamond camos on my sniper rifles was one of the first things I did, and to never got anything else. I tried to get diamond shotguns, but there was nothing stopping me enjoying my time with the Kar 98 before it was nerfed. I still think after the nerf, it was still a good gun. And, a lot of people hated the sniping. A lot of people don't like. There's a lot of things people don't like, but, the game is casual. I can snipe. If that makes me win games and that makes me do good, I'll do it. And I love sniping. Back to Black Ops 4. That is a game that I enjoyed playing with whatever gun. I got Prestige Master in that game and Dark Matter. See, if Black Ops 2 had a Dark Matter, I will also have Dark Matter in Black Ops 2. The only thing is, Black Ops 4 had this weird thing called Specialist. Now, Specialist breaks the game. Sometimes I feel like Specialists are just cheap little items that people can use to get kills. Free kills. Without any skills. You know who you are. Those guys that use that guy that can just hammer the ground. Forgot his name. Also the grenade launcher woman. And you know damn well everyone hated the little electric Wally that will shock you. And if you didn't time it, even if you time it correctly to take it off, to cancel out the whole long animation of it shocking you, you still got killed. Because the animation of taking out the plug still took a little too long. And no matter if someone caught you in between that animation, you were fucked. So, I didn't like it for that reason, but I did enjoy the non-specialist mode, where it was just regular Call of Duty without specialists. That was enjoyable for me. I played a lot of that. I also this was the first time I played a lot with my friends. Previously, never played with my friends. I mean, I played a little bit, but they weren't enthusiastic as me, because I was a Call of Duty player, and they weren't. Most of my friends are FIFA players. Or they like playing single player games. Not me. I don't like playing single player games. I'm a multiplayer guy, and most importantly, I'm a Call of Duty guy. So, that being said, in total, Black Ops Treyarch makes, for me, the best games. So what's the issue with this year? Well, they came out with Cold War. Now, like I said, I think I said that Sledgehammer pulled the plug off this game like 7 months, well, only 7 months left. So, if you think about it, a year cycle is what it takes to make a game. Now it's a 2-year cycle. So, Black Ops Cold War is an unfinished game right now. I still think, I'm hoping that one day they'll tone down skill-based matchmaking, because I think they messed up on that, because they didn't have enough time to tone it down. But don't blame Treyarch. Don't blame Treyarch at all. Blame Activision. The reason this year's Call of Duty is so bad is not because Treyarch developed it. No. It's because Activision asked for it. And they asked for particular stuff. Remember, Activision only cares about money. They don't care about how good the game is. If the game can make them money, they'll do it. The only issue is this year is that Treyarch doesn't make the campy fest games that Infinity Ward makes. So what the Activision asked? Well, clearly they asked for skill-based matchmaking. Because they care about their precious little Timmies playing the game. They care about making little kids, who probably will never be good at the game until they get older, last a little longer so they can ask their parents for credit card information. And now, they actually don't care about it. Reverse boost. Cheat. They'll never find you. They don't care. If anything, you bought the game. That's what they care about. You bought the battle pass. That's what they care about. Activision no longer cares about making a concrete Call of Duty game that everyone can enjoy. They only care about how much can we milk the community who cares about the games that, we make. So if you think Treyarch makes horrible games because Cold War came out, look at the history of Treyarch. And now look at the circumstances Treyarch had to deal with while making this game. I honestly feel bad for the developers at Treyarch. I honestly feel bad for anyone who loves Treyarch and got disappointed this year, like me. This is the second time in a row I bought a Call of Duty game made by Treyarch, the Ultimate Edition. Black Ops 4, I did it. I was disappointed by the maps that came out with. The game was fine. I liked the game. The DLC maps were garbage. Basura. But this year, I'm hoping that Treyarch finds their mark. I'm hoping Activision does something about it. Because if they keep this up, they're dwindling down on the COD community. And you can only ignore so much of your community before, it starts affecting their money. But with that being said, man, don't blame Treyarch for this year's Call of Duty, how bad it is. Blame Activision. Please. Treyarch does not make horrible games. They make probably the best Call of Duty games to ever come out. This year was different. Blame Sledgehammer as well, and blame Activision. Those two guys, because Sledgehammer pulled the plug. But, guys, let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Peace out.